Finishing up a little bag of, it's not a little bag, but a bag of indulgent trail mix. It's hard to stop once you start. Hello, Chapter Chaser. Hello, Slumberjack. Kind of relaxing today. I mean, I am not relaxing today. I'm relaxing right now. Was sitting in bed, was kind of getting excited about the Duke, Illinois basketball game that's going to be starting here. And I thought, I searched, and it said, I think it said like 7 o'clock Eastern. So I hurried back from where I was. Guess where I was? I was at Starbucks to watch the game. Was debating going live or not. But I left early enough, and I'd seen a house that I was kind of curious about checking out, and I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm coming at you from Appleton, Wisconsin. Good evening to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Saturday Night Live with Ken. This is a little show I have been doing for about 6 years. Not quite 6 years, but almost. It's a show about me talking, sharing some experiences, sharing a little bit about life, sharing the ups and downs that we have. For those that have been watching a while, though, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know, hello, Michael. It's also a show about me sharing something to drink. It's usually coffee. I go live every morning, and I do my show called Coffee with Ken. Hello, John Joe. I always stay in. I never go out. Okay, 8 Eastern. Thank you, TP. I think the paper or the website that I looked at it on said 7 Eastern Standard Time. My whole night's been flipped upside down. So now I get to go live, tell you what I'm so excited about that I can't. Yeah, Chapter Chaser, I think it says that on the ESPN website. I looked. I thought it said 7 Eastern. Maybe we're wrong, but I don't think so. But either way. So I was hanging out at Starbucks. I was brave today. I left the house a few different times, and I got a ton done. I posted a bunch of videos. I went live this morning. Obviously, I'm going live right now. And left Starbucks after a couple hours, and I got a lot of editing done, which always feels good for me. Because, as you know, I'm starting a new job on Monday, but I think my end game for me is creating content. It's going live 2-3 times a day and talking to an audience and building that audience. And I have a lot of fun doing it, and I think I'm pretty good at it, and I think I've got a lot of life experiences and able to tell stories about them that are either funny or inspirational or moving or what have you. But anyway, so I'm sitting at Starbucks, and I've got searches set up for various real estate criteria. And I moved to Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm staying in a hotel right now. Want to get my work started and get a paycheck or two, and then look for more permanent lodging. And yeah, speaking of permanent lodging, as I was mentioning, I have some searches set up. And what's neat about Wisconsin, the prices of homes are probably, I don't know, I'd say about half that of where I'm from in the western suburbs of Chicago. And what I realized today was something even more important. A home came up on my search near downtown Appleton. It's like 1,600 square feet. It is just about the cutest home I've ever seen. And I was a realtor for 17 years. It's not huge. It's not spectacular. It's not a mansion. But I will tell you what, it would be perfect for me. It would be perfect for me. And I drove by my hotel and said, hey, I'm a little earlier. I'm ahead of schedule. Let's go check out this home, see what it looks like. I can't buy a house right now. But I'll tell you what, it feels great to see one that gets me excited. Because if you're not excited in life, it's hard to be motivated to do anything. And over the last 6 years, as I've been working through a really toxic relationship and a divorce, I haven't felt much excitement in life. And because of that, I relocated up here to Wisconsin a couple of weeks ago and have been looking for jobs, looking for permanent places to live, looking for churches, looking for gyms, et cetera, et cetera. And again, this home popped up. and I drove down to see it. It's about a half mile north of downtown Appleton, so an easy walk. And I will tell you what, it is about the cutest neighborhood in a I've lived a fair amount in the city of Chicago, but I've over the last 15, 16 years, I've lived in the suburb of Naperville. Naperville's a great town, one of the best places to raise a family, uh, but it's also a fairly expensive town. And price is one thing, but what's almost even more significant to me than price is the size of the homes that exist in Naperville. I bet if you took an average square foot of the single family homes in Naperville, it'd be over 3,000 square feet because there's a lot of tear downs. The price of land is so expensive that they fill up the lot entirely with the home. And almost every home is just huge. And I'm a single guy. I've got two little children and two big girls that I'd love to be able to come over and uh, stay with me and as often as possible. But I don't need, I have no need, no want, no desire for 4,500 square feet of $1.1 million boring new construction home. And I might be conservative when I say that price. It's probably more than that. And I drove again by my hotel, drove down to downtown Appleton, and then went north. And uh, pulled up in front of this house, and my jaw dropped just because the feel of the neighborhood, the look of the home, the exterior, the nice fenced yard. I think the snow that was all around kind of created a extra special vibe to it as well. And I can't tell you how excited I am by this home. And I posted a few pictures on Facebook. If anybody follows me there, my name's Ken Tracy. And it's almost, and I talk about like relationships and meeting women and having your heart sing. I almost felt that feeling in a real estate vibe sort of way, if that makes any sense to you. Um, because I've looked at homes and I've gone, wow, this is, do I even want this home? There's, kind of average to below average townhomes for sale in my hometown of Naperville that are selling for like $350,000. And I'm going, boy, I can't even afford that and I don't even want it. And when you have that feeling, it really sucks the enthusiasm um, from you. And I drove down to this home, pulled in front of the car, checked out the backyard, walked up onto the steps. I did one of these creepy things that, hoping it was vacant, and it is, but it's staged. Uh, and just was in love with the home, in love with the neighborhood, in love with downtown Appleton. And I looked around. I mean, it's reasonably congested neighborhood, but I think congested in a cool way, kind of in an urban vibe that I find so appealing. And a lot what I think is cool about Wisconsin, and I've just kind of discovered it now as I pulled up to this house. Where I live, there are no small homes. There are no small homes. They knock them all down and build McMansions. Land is still reasonably cheap up here, and there's plenty of it. So they haven't knocked down every home that was built 40 years ago and built this huge home that takes up the whole lot. And this neighborhood was filled with cool, mostly smaller homes, probably 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, some bigger than that. The home I loved was 1,600 square feet. And again, the interior pictures were amazing. The fenced backyard was big. The neighborhood was cool. It was a walk to downtown, which is filled with bars, restaurants, shops, just cool vibe, cool feeling, and got me so excited. Now, I'm not ready to buy a home just yet. My first instinct was, how can I get this done in a month? And honestly, a month's probably too soon as well. And anyway, this home's probably going to be uh, sold in the next couple days because anytime I get this pitter patter in my heart over real estate, the home tends to be gone pretty darn quick. And um, So I would expect this home to go quickly. However, again, it's in a neighborhood filled with just really cool, really cute, smaller homes that would be perfect for this divorced dad with four beautiful kids, and would have them as often as I can. And I could walk to town and walk to restaurants and walk to shopping and figure out where Lake Winnebago is and all the cool things you can do. Uh, in summer. And I am so excited about that. Looks like we're going to have to clean up some of this. I got to take care of a little business. Take care of a little business. So, anyway, I'm back home. I'm drinking some tea, feeling enthused, feeling strong, feeling powerful. I'll tell you what, I've gotten a lot of negative comments on a lot of videos over the last couple days. And what I'm doing or what I'm feeling in life is I'm getting to the place where I don't give a crap. If somebody wants to say something negative or make up a lie about me on a social media video, if they want to spend their day doing that, it's starting to hurt less and less. And I will tell you what, after doing this 6 years and starting this little journey off feeling really, really sensitive, or being a really, really sensitive guy, I think I'm starting to get a grip on my emotions a little bit and maybe take them back and control them myself and not let other people's nastiness bring me down. And I tell you what, it feels so good. To feel like I'm immune to some of the negativity that comes with producing content, but B, and more importantly, to be excited and I was texting this listing to various people. I sent it to my kids, I sent it to my brother, I sent it to a few friends, I sent it even to my ex-wife. I was so excited. And again, this home's going to be sold. I'm not going to get all bummed out when it's not. But I think if I keep kicking ass the way I am kicking ass, that I could have a home like this by summer. That's, say, 4 months away. Sounds crazy for a guy that's sitting in a hotel, hasn't started his first day at work, and even that job's not going to pay him anywhere near enough to make it happen. But I think where there's a will, there's a way. And I will tell you what, I am loaded with enthusiasm, energy, passion, determination, and a hell of a lot of grit to live a great, great 30 years that I have in front of me if I'm fortunate. How was the home cost? The home costs, I think it was like 235 grand. I think it was like 230. When I say I think it was like 235 grand, I know for sure it was $234,900. I'll tell you what, I was so excited. It's funny. I was so excited. I posted on my Facebook profile, shared it to a couple pages, shared it to a few neighborhood pages here in Appleton, Wisconsin, and it kind of made me chuckle. I'll bet you those pictures get seen 20,000 times on Facebook. And when I have pictures get seen 20,000 times, Facebook pays me like 20 some bucks. So I'm going, okay, excited, enthused. So excited, so enthused that it's coming out of my skin or coming out of my chest that I post it on Facebook and share that around and want to tell everybody about it. I guess what I'm saying is my enthusiasm and my passion and who I am sells and is worth something and is going to compensate me. And I talk about a lot mental health or attitude or a positive attitude or anxiety or depression and faith. I touch on all these subjects that are kind of spinning around and around, but they're all sort of connected. And if you got a crappy attitude on life or a crappy outlook on life, or you're down in the dumps, or you're looking in the rearview mirror, or you're bemoaning a dead relationship, or wishing things were different, or down in the dumps in any way, um, you're not going to live the best life you could. And I would tell you what, if you can turn that proverbial frown upside down, get a skip in your step and a little passion in your heart, and I think you can make some moves and accomplish great, great things. And again, just seeing that house got me so excited today. And yeah. Asian Muffin Man said, "You can never grow if it never rains." I like that. I've never heard that. Mm. Oh. So it's Saturday night. It is Saturday night. I do not know how much I have for you, but I'm sitting in bed. My basketball game's not on for another 40 minutes. I got 2 cups of tea. I got a whole bunch of trail mix. I got pretzels and various snacks running around my room. I think there's cookies down in the lobby. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to my night. And looking forward to my night. What team am I rooting for? I'm going to be rooting for my Flying Illini as they play Duke. Duke apparently is, I think, the third-ranked team in the country. They got some guy I've never heard of, but Cooper Flagg or something is his name. I don't know. He's supposed to be an amazing, amazing player. He's a freshman. I don't know. I've never seen him play, but I'm looking forward to watching it tonight. And yeah, drinking some tea, having some snacks, chilling out in my hotel room, and enjoying the rest of the night. Probably posting some videos, growing my audience, and yeah. So anyway, one more sip of tea. We got a great audience today. I think I was so excited by this house that I couldn't kind of mellowly go into tonight's show, and just wanted to throw it out there and talk about it a little bit. And it kind of feels good. And maybe I don't need to talk for an hour twice a day. Maybe I don't. And maybe getting on and just talking for as long as I want to talk, or as long as I've got things that need to come out, is fine. And I can always hop back on later if I want. If you guys want to join me, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But I appreciate you hopping on today. We've had a great audience. We got 66 people watching, which is awesome on a early Saturday evening when I'm just kind of hopping on with not a plan or not a whatever. If anybody new is out there, please subscribe to my page. I went over 5,600 fans today, and or excuse me, subscribers here on YouTube. I would love to hit 6,000 by the end of February. That's going to be a stretch, but it's possible. And if I can hit 6,000 by February, maybe I can hit 10,000 by June 1st. And if I can hit 10,000 by June 1st, I can figure a way to scrape together maybe 30 grand or so to put a down payment on this home. Or maybe not this home, because again, this home's probably going to be sold in the next week. And I'm realistic about that. But if not this home, this neighborhood, this area, this town, this state, and be excited about things and not licking my wounds or looking in the rearview mirror and wishing things were different. Because you can wish all day, but it's not going to change the past. And honestly, you can worry all day, but it's not going to change the future. So you might as well be enjoying your Saturday night, drinking some tea, waiting for an awesome, awesome basketball game to come on. And yeah. Riot Girl says, "What's up, Coffee with Ken? I hope you're having a great Saturday evening." I am, Riot Girl. I appreciate you hopping on. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to ignore those last two questions just because they're worthless. William Moffat and Sloop John, I found both of your questions or your comments worthless. Your late night lives are a getaway from all the madness out here. Well, I appreciate that, Mike. Astronaut Gaming, I am more rich than you. Well, that wouldn't take a whole lot. Michael Waltz says, live in the now. That's all we got. Sure. Totally true, Michael. But it's also nice to be excited or anticipating about something positive down the road. You know what I mean? I think for the last years and change, I left the real estate business, which I'd done for 17 years a couple of years ago. And I'm 56 now. I guess I was probably 54 at the time. I was trying to start over, and find a job and find a career and find something that could pay the bills. But my motivation was just to pay the bills. And yes, you need money, you need to pay the bills, but I don't know if paying the bills, I know for me, it doesn't get my heart pumping or make me passionate or make me excited. And I will tell you what, a passionate, excited Ken is awesome. Dispassionate, kind of bummed out Ken isn't nearly as awesome. And yeah, I'm going to just hide user. I'm tired of Pinky Pixie. Do. Yeah, Duke will probably blow them out, Chris Chata. Duke will probably blow them out. Steve Kiff says, who is excited to pay bills? I'll tell you what, the potential to earn a hell of a lot of money is much greater if you are excited. So my point is, you need to find something to be excited. And for me, 2 years ago, in the midst of a painful divorce and licking my wounds and trying to keep a relationship that shouldn't have been together, was hard for me to find the enthusiasm or passion I needed to get where I should be financially. And one day after another, and I think we are exactly where we're supposed to be, I was able, although not passionate, I was determined and able to keep getting up, keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep growing my audience, keep going live, keep paying the bills as best I could, and keep moving forward. And I think just putting one foot in front of the other, I think we're ready to take a leap forward. And I will tell you what, a leap forward sounds really good to me. And I cannot tell you how cool this home was and how cool this neighborhood was and how you could walk to this awesome downtown. And I don't even know where Lake Winnebago is or the Fox River is, but I know there's a lot of big bodies of water extremely close to where I am and where I was. Everything's white and icy, and you don't see any boats or jet skis or water skiing going on. But I will bet you what, in the summer, I bet you this town is amazing. And it'd be nice to have a nice home, a place I could call my own, a place I could put my YouTube plaques that I'm going to get, and place to have my kids come on over and stay weekends or weeks or bits of time. And Frank Full says, can I take out a loan? I probably can. But right now I don't want to get into the mortgage aspect of it. But I haven't even started work yet. I'm starting work on Monday. And you need to show some income history for that to happen. And I don't have any of significance right now. Let's see. Brandon said, my kids keep me going on my daily grind. Watched your channel many times. Like it a lot. Very positive. Well, thank you. Would I have another kid? Brendan, I'd have another kid. I would have another kid. Everyone says to get fixed. I may have met a nice young woman today. Again, There's plenty. Wisconsin seems filled with nice young women. Yeah, Wisconsin seems filled with nice young women. And I was talking to her about what brought me here. And I asked her if she could recommend a church for me here. And she said, "Oh, well, I go to this church, and it's the one church I've been to in my week and a half here." And we got to talking about it and how much she liked it. And I told her honestly, I'd kind of fallen asleep in the first time I was there, but had a nice conversation about that. And again, it's just nice being excited about things. Um, Brennan Counts, would she have a child with me? Well, I just met her today, Brennan. We really didn't talk about having children. It was more of a conversation about the church that she goes to. Uh, but anyway, yeah. Chris asked if I got her number. I don't know. People in the Midwest are pretty nice. Yeah, they are. I would tell you what. I hate to talk about real estate again. Uh, but just being in that neighborhood after living in Naperville for the last 16 years, and the average house there is like 550 grand now, and it's 3,500 square feet. And as a divorced dad, I have uh, no desire for that. No desire at all for that. But the houses I saw today, no matter how much money I'd have, I'd love in a cool area uh, with just a little bit of grit, with regular people and good people, and walk to town would feel really good. Mm. Saul said, a British dude told me it was weird to be in Nebraska because everyone says hi. Yeah, Nebraska was amazingly friendly. Wisconsin's been amazingly friendly. Iowa was amazingly friendly. I drove through Iowa and Nebraska on the way out to Yellowstone this summer. And again, coming up here, just having people hold the door open feels so good. Yeah, it feels so good. There we go. Aaron, I love you for loving my channel. Thank you so much for saying that. William says he did a consulting gig in Neenah, Menasha at a paper company. Yeah, Neenah's just south of here. William, you probably know it better than I do. But yeah, Appleton's just north of Neenah. Neenah's a smaller town, and feels like a really cool town. And again, I feel it's even cooler after driving through this neighborhood today and seeing the homes that are for sale. They're just not like that where I'm from. They're all new and huge and more expensive than I'd ever want to pay. But to see a home in the 200s, you can start thinking and wishing and hoping and dreaming. And without hopes and wishes and dreams, life's kind of boring. And yeah. How many languages do I know? Well, one and a half. I'd say I know Spanish fairly well. Not fluent, but I can communicate. And I do it as often as I can. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. But I'll tell you what feels so good about YouTube is removing people from this conversation. Without even saying anything, I've made two people go away. And you guys might think that's mean or bullying, and maybe it is. Maybe I'm a big mean bully. But I'll tell you what, I just don't want certain people around me or in my conversation. And people go, oh, you don't have the temperament for a content creator. You make money on everybody. You got to have more eyes. No, you do not. No, you do not. Get rid of the losers that are following your page. If you are an aspiring content creator and you have losers watching you, remove them. I tell you what, it feels so good. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Yeah, because you can tell by every comment or every question that they're just suck. That they just suck. You know, don't hang out with sucky people. Drink tea. Hey, Roger Stevens, I wouldn't ask that question too many more times and expect to be around. But anyway, talked for just over half an hour. Don't ask it twice more, Roger. Once is all you get. But yeah. So it's 6:30. We got Illini playing Duke in half an hour. We got a great audience today. I hope we picked up some new subscribers tonight. Because again, I'd love to get to 6,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And I'm going to do it with good people. I'm not begging trolls or whatever to follow my show. As a matter of fact, I get rid of 5 every time I'm on. And I think you're going to find over time the quality of the people and the quality of the comments that you see on here are hopefully going to be a little more positive, a little more encouraging, a little more pat on the back-ish, and hopefully make me and us feel good. Because if you got people saying negative crap to you all the time, you are probably not going to feel too good. Lisa Smith, how much down payment is needed for a mortgage? Traditionally, 20% would be 50 grand, let's say, but you wouldn't need 20% down. That would avoid PMI. I bet you could do it with 5% down. So you'd need like 10, 11, 12 grand. Whoever asked that, Lisa Smith, 10, 11 or 12 grand, I think. And I'm going to be working hard starting on Monday, keeping my fingers crossed that everything goes well. But I will tell you what, if you do not like my videos, avoid my channel. If you don't like watching me live, do not subscribe, because I think the strategy for me that's going to get me this house and accomplish my dreams isn't going to be coming from a 9-to-5 job. I am working. I promise you that. It's going to be coming here on YouTube. It's going to be posting videos, going live twice a day, being excited, being passionate, being me, and just sharing a little bit about my story. So I thank you all so much for joining today. I mean, I could talk more, but that's kind of, sometimes I hit like peaks. I hit a point and I go, wow, that'd be a great ending point. And rather than end it there and leave you guys wanting a little more, I end up talking more, blah, 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 and then leaving you on kind of a down note. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. It's hard to hang up on 68 people, though. I mean, I think 68 on YouTube is a pretty good audience. I think 68 on YouTube. I've never watched one moment of another live video on YouTube. But I'm betting for a guy with 5,000 subscribers now it's 56. Just dropped 20% after I was bragging about it. 56 is just an okay number. 68 was a great number. And when we peak out over 100, it feels really, really good. And hopefully in a month we'll be at 200, in 2 months we'll be at 400, and 10,000 subscribers and kicking ass. And the revenue, which maybe is $400 a month I make on YouTube, in 3-4 months might be $2,000 a month or something like that. But I got to keep doing and keep being excited and keep moving forward and keep kicking ass. And I hope you do as well. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye bye.